or Solomon.
That's all.
Yes, everybody. This is okay. White man you got Benjamin Franklin, their forefathers. This book tells us that we have our own forefathers. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Them our forefathers. This book is for us. It is a sin for them to even actually, any other nation, to pick this Bible up and read from it. They cannot do that. That's just like if you got a letter and I go in there and open your mail. You're going to be mad because I opened your mail and read your mail. This is how we look at this Bible. This is ours. This tells us our statute, our commandment, what we should be doing, how we should follow. Not for them. It's not for them. It is not for them. I don't care how good they think they might be doing, what they might give you or whatever that stuff. This is not theirs. This is ours. So that's why I laugh when I see white people in church and they call themselves reading the Bible. All they doing is reading words because they can't interpret what's actually being put out.
Let's prove this. Watch this. I'm going to go even further. I know you got to go. Watch this. Deuteronomy 28:1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So that was a deal God made with us when we left Egypt. You remember Moses, the story with Moses and Pharaoh, let my people go? We had just left Pharaoh's hand. Now God had chose us as his people, and he was setting us in order. He said, now I'm going to give you instructions. If you keep my commandments, I already chose you and told you above all people. We just read it, right? Now he come back and make a deal with us. Now if you obey me, I'll keep you at that same level. But read the second part of that, verse 15. Watch this.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
That's one part of it, to do all his commandments.
And his statutes.
Statutes is how we govern ourselves amongst each other.
Which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
God said, now if you don't obey me, keep my statutes, govern yourselves accordingly, and my commandments, keeping my Sabbath day, not eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, celebrate Mother's Day, Father's Day. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Father's Day, Thanksgiving, Halloween. This is what God is saying to us. Read 15 again.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
God, that's a guarantee. Whatever he speaks is going to happen, right? He said, let there be light, what we see. Light. Let the grass appear, what we see. Grass. So he said, now if you don't obey me, now I'm going to curse your black behind. He going to curse us as a nation. Yes, we individually walk around, oh, we blessed, I'm blessed. No, we not. How we blessed and we get the worst education? How we blessed and we get the worst food? How we blessed and we got Planned Parenthood teaching our women to abort their children? How we blessed when all of our history starts at slavery in the school system? How we blessed when we shooting and killing each other because the only value I have is a pair of J's, and if you step on them, I'm going to kill you. How are we blessed, brother? We not cursed? Read that again, 15.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And overtake thee.
So not only would they come on us, but they was going to do what? Overtake us, bro. When some overtake somebody, what can they do? When sickness overtakes somebody's body and they're in the hospital, can they get out and walk and move? There's nothing they can do. That's the same way with us. That's why we wake up frustrated. That's why we wake up wishing we didn't have to clock in for the white man. That's why we wake up frustrated praying, God, when is this going to change for us? Why we see Sandra Bland shot, Trayvon Martin shot, Philando Castile shot, our people killed, Emmett Till got beat to death. Killed, no justice. But for some reason we living in the land of the free and home of the brave. Make it make sense. God told us this would happen. Now watch what we would be cursed. Verse 16.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Who live in the ghettos? Black people. Have you ever seen a white ghetto, a Jewish ghetto, a Chinese ghetto? Hell no. We've only seen Negroes in the ghetto.
That's right.
We don't.
And curse shall not be in the field. And curse shall not be in the field.
Cursed shall we be in the field. Not everybody on the earth. He's talking to Israel. Cursed shall we be in the field. Who picked cotton? Who picked sugarcane, tobacco? Have we benefited off any of that? So that's a curse, brother. But, go ahead. We the people.
That's right, brother. That's right, brother.
We the people. We the people.
We the real people.
It make plenty of sense. Give me verse 32. Watch this. I'm going to show you some more. 32.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 32.
Bring it up.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longer for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
What nation of people took another nation of people into slavery? Who went through slavery? Who took us? But what color was it? So all of them, German, Poland, Russian, all of them the same. Read that again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longer for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
You ever saw the movie 12 Years a Slave? What about Roots? Okay, well, when you look at billboards where you see us in chains and shackled up, if you ever been to museums or any history, what could we do? Did we have any power to come out of their hands? We had none. Couldn't do nothing. Give me verse 68. How did black people get to America? What was our transportation? That's in the Bible too. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Wait, right there. The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. We just left Pharaoh. Let my people go. What were we doing in Pharaoh's land? We were what? No, give me Exodus 1 verse. Is it 11 or 7? Give me, somebody just let me know. Whenever you get it. Exodus 1 and 11. I'm going to show you what we were. Yeah, just keep it right. Yeah. Northern Egypt.
This is in Montgomery. This is in Montgomery. Civil Rights Museum.
Oh yeah, we got to go to that too. So what? Why watching that?
This is how we came off the ships.
368 again. Well, what was it? 32. Read 32.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longer for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
We had no power.
With chains wrapped around her and everything, and she's trying to feed her baby. When you see this should burn you up. It should make you mad as hell. Because when I seen it at first, it burnt me up, and then to see them standing there, watching and looking at this here, like they didn't know this actually happened to us, and they did it.
So watch this, bro. Watch this. This is what we was in Egypt.
The book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 12. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. And they were grieved because of the children of Israel.
Just like the white man, when they see niggas together, they grieve to see us. So that's how the man was in Egypt dealing with us. They had us as their slaves. Let's go back to 28:60.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So the Lord promised us, now if you don't obey me, I just brought you out of Egypt. But now I'm going to take you back to Egypt again, back into bondage. I'm going to take you back. Give me that Exodus 20 and verse 2. I'm going to take you back into bondage. Watch this. Exodus 20 and verse 2. Go ahead. 20 and verse 2. Watch this.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt. out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage.
When you in bondage, he just showed you bondage. So we were slaves in Egypt. See it?
So that's why Moses went and told Pharaoh,
Let my people go. We can give me Deuteronomy 28:68. So now he's saying, I'm going to bring you back into that same slavery again, but read from the top.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Just the way the Lord spoke it to Moses, what it mean by the way I spoke it. We're going to go back to Egypt into slavery again with ships. Read on.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
We wouldn't see our homeland. That's why we from Anniston, Gaston, Tuscaloosa, Talladega County. He said we wouldn't see Jerusalem no more. We would go somewhere else. Read on.
And there you shall be sold.
And there, once you got out of your homeland, Jerusalem, whether it was Spain, Portugal, Rome, wherever you were, there, read.
Unto your enemies. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies. Unto your enemies.
So we were sold. Who was we sold to again? The white man, who was what? Our enemy. But black people don't see it that way. Well, we still can invite them to the barbecue and the family cookout, you know, as long as they're a good few little white people. Read that again.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
That word buy means redeem. No man will be able to buy you, redeem you, save you. Malcolm X tried, what happened? Martin Luther King tried, what happened? Marcus Garvey, all of these people tried. They failed. They opened a lot of doors, but they didn't have the Bible to correct the people to bring them back to God. It's still the same. Go ahead, what you say?
I said they weren't teaching the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
The ways that we govern ourselves, one another. I give me. Let's go back to what Cap read. We'll get this 5 minutes. I got you. And somebody get the definition of the word too. Statue. 501. Man, gas is high. We ain't got time for that. Man, what? Elder got me the other week. Man, turn that car off. Gas too high. So let's read what you got. So this is one of them, right?
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 5,
verse 1. And if a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing and is a witness, whether he has seen or known of it, if he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity.
Russians chapter 19, verse 16, same thing.
One more. Hey, you remember when you were growing up and like your parent, whoever raised you, I was raised by my grandma, but my grandma used to tell me like, if I didn't love you, like they ever told you the people that love you, if I didn't love you, I wouldn't say nothing.
Remember this here. It used to be where a community raised a child. If you did something wrong, the neighbors saw you doing something wrong, they will whoop your butt, then they will call your parents. And they will whoop your parents, you got a double whooping when it was all said and done. They don't do that no more. You touch somebody's child now, they ready to hurt you. Look at our youth today. Our youth now are whooping the parents behind instead of the parents whooping the youth. You got to look at it from a real life perspective. You see a child running across the street, it ain't yours, and if they get hit, you probably. But if yours run out there and not give you what you're going to do.
Exactly. So
Tell them.
hold what you got, and then I'm gonna show you the definition of what we're talking about.
This is the definition of statutes. A statute is a formal, written law enacted by a legislative body, such as Congress or a state assembly, and approved by an executive, like a president or a governor.
Who is our Lord and Savior? Who is our president? Christ, the Father. That's it. So read it from the top again.
A statute is a formal, written